listen to Andrew Smith's story and decide his fate.
I guess it started with the war. I lived a normal life until the day I was drafted during World War II. I knew I would die. In fact, we all thought that way. Every man in our unit wrote what we called the last letter home in case we didn't make it back. Most units let the military handle it, but we made a pact. If one of us fell, we'd deliver those letters personally. I remember watching Miller write his every Sunday, without fail. Dear Mama, he'd start. Then a letter to his sisters. Finally, one to his girl, Sarah. Miller would read to us the letters she sent. Then he would tell us stories about her. He talked about how she volunteered at a hospital and was as beautiful as an angel. Listening to these stories helped drive away the horrors of war, if only for a moment. He was a good man. Me, I did things I'm not proud of. I saw a German soldier surrendering and shot him anyway. I looted bodies for valuables and spent the money on booze and women. I took stupid risks I knew I shouldn't, which put my friends at risk. One of these mistakes cost Miller his life. Miller, though, he stayed pure. He shared his rations with civilians. He even gave his blanket to a freezing kid. Somehow he managed to save enough money to buy an engagement ring for Sarah and still have enough money left to start a family. Since he died saving me, I felt it was my duty to deliver the letters, the ring, and the money to his family and Sarah after the war. Unfortunately, his family had already died in London during one of the bombings. In fact, they died even before he did. Bureaucracy. Then I went to see Sarah. Everything Miller said about her was true. I told myself I'd give her everything the next day. I just wanted to talk to her one more day. Then another. I started telling her stories about Miller, the brave things he did. She liked hearing them. We'd talk for hours. Weeks passed and I fell in love. How could I give her the letters then? They were full of Miller's dreams about their future together. Instead, we started living them. I'm ashamed to say that I even used the ring he bought for her to propose. We married 6 months later. I went to college and became a doctor. I saved lives and I built houses for veterans. I put my girls through college. I was a good husband. I loved her completely, and our life together was beautiful. Sarah died last spring, never knowing the truth. I know I stole something precious. Miller's last words to the woman he loved. Used his stories to win her heart, but I also gave her a lifetime of love. I've had 70 years of happiness and 70 years of guilt. Maybe that's a fitting balance. Does that count for anything?
So what is your judgment? Should Andrew Smith be allowed to join his wife and son in heaven? Or was his betrayal enough to earn him a place in hell?